Welcome to Memphis, everyone, for the 2005 Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championships. I'm Sean Royster, alongside former pro Aaron Katz. For those of you who have never seen racquetball before, this is the fastest of the racket sports. The ball's going 200 miles an hour, players diving every rally, and this, the grand slam of all the events in racquetball.
By far the biggest tournament of the year. All the best players in the world are here competing for the biggest tournament, and more importantly, they know that whoever wins this tournament has a real leg up for the year-end #1 ranking, which is the big prize on the Men's Pro Tour.
Now, hundreds of players from all over the world come here to play this event, and we're down to the quarterfinal matches. Now, this match, Shane Vanderson and Jack Huczek, Jack being #2 in the world. Talk to me about this match today.
Well, these guys go back a long way. They're both from the Midwest. Jack's from Michigan, Shane's from Ohio, so they've been playing each other since they're little kids. Although Jack is 3 years younger than Shane, he has absolutely dominated their rivalry. Jack's a heavy favorite today, really has his eye on the #1 ranking. Shane is really going to have to play the best match of his life to beat Jack, I think.
So with Shane Vanderson's draw, who did he have to deal with to get to Jack Huczek today?
Shane had a pretty easy route to the quarterfinals. He beat the current boys 18 and under national champ, Chris Coy, fairly handily in the round of 32, and then had an easy win over Gilbert De La Reyes in the round of 16. So Shane should be fresh, ready to play Jack today.
Shane's down, getting ready to step on the court against Jack Huczek. Let's see what he has to say about this match.
Jack and I, we've played a bunch, so he's a solid player. There's nothing new really to expect. You just got to go out there and execute with him. I think I have a few more weapons than him possibly, but with those weapons comes sometimes a few more errors. And Jack's just so solid all around. He really has no glaring weaknesses. That's probably his biggest strength. With this game today, it's going to be mostly mental. You're going to have to execute in your shots and everything, but my biggest game plan is just to try and make Jack come from behind versus playing ahead, and also get him to think that he can possibly lose this match.
So Shane, it seems like he's ready for this. I don't think he's afraid of Jack Huczek, being that Jack's #2 in the world. I actually watched a match in juniors where Shane took out Jack Huczek.
Well, Sean, I may disagree with you. I think Shane is a little afraid of Jack Huczek. Jack has dominated their history, notwithstanding the match you saw, it sounds like about 17 years ago, where Shane may have won. I think Jack is very, very confident, and while Shane, I thought, did a good job portraying confidence in the interview, I think in the back of his mind, he's coming up against some bad history.
Well, we got Jack Huczek. Obviously has not been tested one bit to get to this point. Talk to me about his draw and who he had to play to get to this match.
Well, he had a very easy route to the quarterfinals. His round of 16 match on paper looked like it may shape up interesting. Former junior national champ Ben Croft, but Ben just wasn't prepared mentally, and Jack was just all over him from the first point. Never let Ben work his way into the match. It was 3 quick games.
So Jack's down courtside right now. Let's see if we can tell if the mind is still thinking about that match that I saw against Shane Vanderson when we took him out.
Coming off my win from Toronto, I feel great. I had 2 big wins. In the semis, I beat Cliff in 5, and in the finals against Kane, I also won in 5. Shane's a great player. My goal coming to the match is to put a lot of pressure on him. I'm going to do that by getting a lot of balls and keeping my shots deep in the court, hopefully drawing mistakes out of him, and for the opportunities that he does leave up, hopefully he'll give me good offensive opportunities to end the rally. I'm coming in seeded #2 as I did last year, and I feel great. I think my last couple years on tour, I haven't had a good start at the beginning of the year. I've been peaking halfway through the year into the end, and I think that my game is really tight right now, and I think that I can be more effective at this event. I have more confidence, and I feel that this is my tournament to win.
Well, Jack, just a consummate professional. He's as fit as you could be as a racquetball player. He's ready for this match against Shane.
Oh, he's prepared. He's the Ivan Drago of the men's professional tour. He prepares very well for every match, plays every point hard. There'll be no let up today on Shane.
Well, Jack's definitely the favorite, but my head is still 9 years ago when I saw him lose. So, Aaron, I think it's going to be a good match today.
Well, Sean, I think I'm going out on a limb here and throwing a little bit of confidence at Jack's mental toughness that he's been able to block out that 1996 junior national loss to Shane.
We're going to find out when we get back for this great quarterfinal match of the US Open.
The Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championships is brought to you by Choice Hotels International, family of hotel brands with over 5,000 locations and 8 different brands worldwide, offering every type of accommodation in every price range. We meet all your travel needs. For reservations, visit us at choicehotels.com today. Choice Hotels. We'll see you there. And by Wilson Art Flooring. If it's tough enough for pro racquetball, it's tough enough for your home. Enjoy the beauty and durability of Wilson Art Flooring. Available at fine floor covering centers everywhere. Nikon, the world leader in digital imaging, precision optics, and photo imaging technology. Visit nikonusa.com for a complete listing of all of our state-of-the-art products. Nikon, at the heart of the image. Also, Nuveen Investments, dedicated to helping you reach your goals in life. Ask your financial advisor today how Nuveen's growing range of equity and fixed income products can help you support your long-term plans.
It was almost 50 years ago when Danny Thomas had a dream of creating a unique research hospital devoted to curing catastrophic diseases in children. More than just a treatment facility, this would be a research center for children from all parts of the world. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital has always played a big part in the sport of racquetball. Every year since the US Open began here in Memphis, the players take time out to go over and visit these children. The Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championships has donated now over $100,000 to St. Jude's. This helps in advancing the research and treatment for these brave children. Not only is this great for the kids to meet these professional athletes, but it's also a reminder to the players and all of us truly what real strength and courage is all about. Starting this quarterfinal match, Jack Huczek serving to Shane Vanderson. Now these two matched up many times in juniors, and it goes back a long ways, these two.
Go back a long way. Jack, very heavy favorite. Shane's got all the tools to win and to beat Jack. You know, we've been talking a lot the last couple of weeks, Sean. We've been talking a lot about all of these young guns that have come up in the last several years, certainly of which Shane is one. You got Shane, Alvaro Beltran, Rocky Carson, Jack Huczek. Shane's another one who has all of the physical ability, but hasn't quite stepped up to the same level as Jack and Kane.
Now you're gonna have to help me with the history here. I remember Shane Vanderson had a big win here. Did he beat Derek? Is that what it was here at the US Open?
Actually lost to Derek in the semis, and that was his biggest tournament to date, making the semis of the US Open. I think it was 3 years ago.
How did he make the semis? He had a big win, must have beat somebody.
Beat Cliff in the round of 16.
That's what it was. Wow.
Great rally there by Shane. And, Jack, both these guys are so quick, so fit. Shane actually hits the ball a little harder, has a bigger serve. Really has a bigger serve than Jack. But Jack just gets to so many balls that he wears on you mentally throughout the course of a match.
In the interview, you heard Shane, he mentions that he feels like he's got a lot more weapons than Jack.
And I think he does have more weapons than Jack. Hits the ball harder, certainly more capable of scoring points in a run off a serve. Jack really doesn't have a serve, that he can score a lot of points on. Jack is just so steady, so mentally tough, and
so that's what separates the two of them.
Yeah, historically, that's been it. But this is just the kind of stage where a player like Shane should try and, has a great opportunity to step up and send a message that he's ready to take it to the next level. Now, the challenge with Shane is similar with Alvaro and Rocky. He hasn't been around quite as long, but he's not a newcomer to the tour. This is his 4th or 5th year on the tour. And at some point, you may start to doubt whether these players are going to step up and be contenders for the national title and the top 2 or 3 spots, or are they going to be nice, solid pro players wandering in the 4 through 6 range for their entire careers?
Shane tied it up 2 apiece. Jack hits a great shot in the left corner.
He's never beaten Jack as a pro, so a great challenge for Shane here will be, if he even puts himself in position to win, how would he mentally handle it? Is he prepared to beat Jack?
something we constantly talk about with Jack. I mean, everybody on the tour is known for something. Cliff, of course, his intensity in his serve and the longevity. You know, Jason, his retrieving ability. Jack is just known as the most fit racquetball player in the sport.
Yeah, very fit, very dedicated, and very disciplined. You know, where Jack gets in trouble, he really has less weapons than almost all of the top players. I would say Kane, Shane, Alvaro, virtually all of them have more weapons than Jack. You know, Jack has added to his arsenal gradually over the years, hits the ball with a little more pop than he used to, is capable of hitting a drive serve, where his first couple of years on tour, he almost never hit a drive serve, but he still doesn't have the number of weapons or as impressive a weapons as Kane or even Shane, or certainly Cliff. You know, last year when we saw him play Cliff in the semifinals, there was a definite difference in the weapons that Cliff brought to the table versus what Jack brought to the table.
And Jack started his career on tour at 2001 and has won 8 pro events now.
You know, and there's a good example, just a loose point where Shane goes for kind of a sloppy shot and really doesn't hit it with conviction. You know, he just kind of pushed the ball, skipped it in. Well, that's a free point. Give Jack a 4-3 lead. You very rarely see Jack play a loose point like that. And there he comes back the next point and hits an unbelievable shot. You know, if Shane can ever, and this is probably the challenge for a lot of talented young athletes, somehow harness the phenomenal talent he has and not have some of the inconsistencies and mental lapses, he'd be very, very difficult to beat.
I mean, it's really been tie ball game. It was 2-0, then it tied up 2-all, then it was 3-all, now it's 4-all in game 1. Shane Vanderson goes for a big serve. That's great. Wow.
And there, once again, we've talked about it every week, Sean, but I'm sure there's some new viewers. This is the portable court that they bring in just for the US Open here in Memphis, and it's a little bit unique in that the left side wall and the right side wall don't go all the way up to the ceiling, so more balls go out of play. The rule is if the ball hits the floor and bounces out of play, it's a play over, and if the ball goes out of play in the air, then it's a loss of rally, either serve or side out for the player who struck the ball.
Still 4-piece here, Jack Huczek. The lob to the right side. Straight down the line, fundamental racquetball, just perfect.
Good solid, good deep serve to Shane's forehand. Shane tried to do a little too much with it. Jack, controlling center court, hit it right back down the line.
5-4.
Back wall setup.
It's a great pass, good angle.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about Shane having one of the best backhands in the game, and as you can see, the way he whips that across, it's really something else.
Yeah, and once again, Jack, who is a very tactical, very strategic player, neutralizing that backhand by serving a lot to Shane's forehand. There he goes again, third straight to the forehand. Great get, set up. Great get. Unbelievable get. Oh, back in the rally now.
Oh, that's not a good shot. How Shane came out on top after that terrible shot just 2 shots ago.
You know, but
I mean, it really was a great rally.
it's a great rally, but let's try and put ourselves in Shane's head a little bit. Look what he's got to do to win a rally.
Right.
Just to get a side out, he didn't even get a point for that, Sean, to hit all those great shots just to get the serve back. Whereas Jack has scored 3 of his 6 points directly off of Shane's errors. You know, even though it's only 6-4, you can see already, you know, kind of a theme emerging. Jack is picking up a free point here, a free point there. Probably half of his points have come on Shane's errors, whereas Shane is having to hit clean winners just to win a rally. Another incredible get. Great flick by Jack.
Great get. Wow.
Unbelievable get.
Shane is questioning that call.
Yeah, I thought he got it
again here.
I thought he got it. Looked like he scraped it before the second bounce. And I don't know whether he went for that shot, but it was a great re-kill.
So, I mean, Jack, a great retriever also. I mean, how would you compare Jack's retrieving ability to Jason Menino's?
You know, very comparable. Matter of fact, I think they play similar styles. Another forehand skip, and you see Jack really playing very tactical against Shane, keeping it over to the forehand side. Again, over to the forehand. Good shot there by Shane.
4-7-8.
Looks like Shane's going to switch it up and take the heat off and go with a lob serve. Oh, barely missed that. Shooting from the shoulder.
8-7-4.
That was the right shot, just missed it by a hair. A lot of skips, though. I don't know if we've got somebody tracking skips, though, this game, Sean. I bet that's the fifth or sixth skip that Shane has.
From the knees. Wow. That is unbelievable. Off balance, slips, gets to his knees, and then makes that incredible shot.
Yeah, kind of unnecessary, unbelievable. Jack hit the shot off the back wall pretty far. I think Shane would have been far better off just to move his feet, stay on balance, and hit a much more traditional shot. I think he made that a little more difficult than it needed to be. But Sean, I know you like the spectacular, so you like that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm looking for the stuff to make the highlight reels.
All right.
And that's definitely on there.
And I think Shane would be better off to focus on good, solid racquetball shots like he just hit there, a good, hard down the line. One thing that I think Shane can learn a lot from Cliff Swain, as Cliff's career evolved, Cliff learned to use his power in a much more effective way, really brought up the target on a lot of his shots, learned to play passing shots and angles more, whereas I think Shane can benefit from that strategy a lot as well. I think he's got a tendency to force his shots, use the side wall a little too much.
Just trying to cut that off there.
Again, good pressure play there by Jack. Shane left the serve just a little bit too close to the 5-foot line and allowed Jack to move up and put pressure on him.
Jack sticking with his serve. He's very focused. And
bad shot. Yeah, bad shot by Jack. Jack had a forehand setup and did very little with it. And if Jack's got a weakness, I think, one, he probably doesn't have as many weapons as some of the other top players. And then as between his two strokes, clearly his backhand is stronger than his forehand.
goes to the lob serve. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, Aaron, but I think Shane's much better off utilizing that power on his drive serve.
Well, if he can control it and get the serve in, I think I agree with you, Sean.
That's a good point. Absolutely good point. Get there. Oh, I thought he was going to launch there, Aaron. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, once again, a little off balance, charging forward a little too quickly.
Jack up 9-7 in game one. Wow, almost got that.
Yeah, great hustle, but it really, once again, if Shane's going to have to execute that level of shot consistently to win the match, it's going to be very difficult.
Pretty tight here in game one so far. Jack Huczek up 9-7 in game one. When we get back, more of this 2005 Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championship.
And we're back. 9-7 Jack Huczek. With Shane Vanderson serving. For the half lob.
Set up.
Nice get. That's a great shot. You know, to Shane's credit, I think he got what he wanted. Had a good serve, got what he wanted out of it, but he didn't execute the third shot.
What was the third shot? I don't recall. Jack was clearly in control of the last 3 or 4 shots of the rally.
9-7.
Wow. Good get again.
Great shots, great gets.
Couple of great shots. Couple of great shots there by Shane.
Wow. Look at this. The athleticism of both these players, Aaron.
Yeah, both get to a ton of balls.
9-7.
Shane is so quick.
I mean, Jack is getting some incredible gets as well.
Yeah, he goes for everything, and that's where one of Jack's strengths is. He tries to wear you down mentally by going for everything, getting inside your head.
Look at that quick backhand.
Boy, both these guys, such quick hands up in the front of the court.
7-9.
Been stuck at 7-9 here for a brief moment. See what happens. Someone can break the monotony of 7-9 in game 1. Eagle lob serve. Get there. Get that. Get that. Get it. Oh, my goodness. The crowd on their feet, they love it. Absolutely phenomenal.
Unbelievable athleticism.
You can say that again, Aaron Katz. Absolutely phenomenal racquetball. That's what you come to see here.
Unbelievable.
That's great.
Good get. Great shot there by Jack. Nice basic down the line.
10-7.
Jack's got game point here. Woo, Shane Vanderson.
Unbelievable shot.
7-10.
You know,
Yeah, wouldn't you say anything above the waist like that would be low percentage? Would you consider that?
not at this level for most of the people watching at home, but you know, Shane certainly can take that ball at shoulder height and relatively consistently, if not hit it that good, put pressure on Jack.
Skip ball, 8-10. Shane definitely not out of this.
8-10.
Wow. Just very relaxed demeanor.
Good anticipation by Shane. He's really shaded over there on the cross court. I think Jack would do well to hit his backhand down the line a little bit more. Shane really seems like he's sitting on the cross court.
You know, everybody's saying, oh, but I don't think it's a horrible call. I don't know, Aaron. What do you think? I don't think that's a horrible call. It took away his offensive shot. If he didn't get in his way, it would have been a winner.
I think it's a good call. I think they're probably a little, you know, anti-Huczek bias, the people in the crowd that moaned.
Possibly. Nevertheless, Jack Huczek serving for game point again. This will be a second attempt to close out game 1.
Great get. Unbelievable shot.
What a finish.
What a way to end the game. Just diving, scrambling on the ground.
Yeah, Jack
and
loses his footing.
And somehow managed to re-kill the ball.
And Shane not happy about the calls. Craziness in this game one. We'll be right back to finish this men's pro quarterfinal match here at the US Open.
174.
Let's see what Shane can put together here. You know, I'm just getting the sense, Sean, and I don't know if you have this. When I'm watching Jack, he seems very deliberate, clearly can see what he's trying to execute, what his strategy is. Shane seems to be out there swinging a little bit more.
Absolutely. I mean, to Shane's defense, I felt like he came into this match more like what you're saying, with more of a structured game plan, and he started it out, he started to implement it, and he played very well in the first game. When he lost that, lost a little bit of confidence, started screaming at Jason on the way out, and really didn't come in here as prepared as he did in game one. I mean, kick it around.
Interesting observation.
I mean, kick it around, Aaron. I mean, I don't know if it's the answer or not, but I'm going with it. Yeah, I mean, that's not a good serve.
I may challenge it a bit, Sean, in that I think just in general, Shane's game style, game plan is more of a free-swinging, unstructured approach than Jack, which is a much more disciplined, rigorous approach towards the game.
So therefore, you would say that Shane basically relies on his ability to hit great shots, and if he doesn't hit those great shots, then he doesn't know what a plan B would be.
He's in a lot more trouble. He's
Right.
much more dependent on playing at a very high level than Jack is.
And that's what I give a lot of.
Perfect example there, not to cut you off, I want to hear your thought, but there Shane comes up and just rips a fairly silly cross-court reverse pinch right into the center of the court, giving Jack a free point and a 6-2 lead.
So my thought was credit to Jack Huczek, Jason Menino, people like this who are playing bad. They have the ability to adjust and find a way to win, and I don't know that, like you're saying, to your point, Shane doesn't have that.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, not only do they have a way to win when they're not playing well, but Jack and Jason, who's another good analogy, that ability is just kind of embedded in their whole approach towards the game.
Sure. I mean, but when Shane is playing well, he's lights out, and that's why he is as talented as he is. He can't hit some of the greatest shots out here.
But once again, just swing in and run in. There seems to be much less discipline, and not only, once again, I think a great player who he's got a more similar set of skills to than Jack or Jason, the ones we're talking about, would be Cliff Swain. And for him to watch how Cliff has evolved to be able to combine his power with a more disciplined, rigorous approach towards the game, I think would serve Shane very well. Because really right now, Shane does not look like he's being very thoughtful about how he's approaching his game and this match in particular.
Jack off to a huge lead, 9-2. Shane finds a way to get it back. Two serving 9.
Once again, not all. So far, we haven't seen a lot of purpose, a lot of sequencing to Shane's shots. He hits a good pass, he hits a good splat, but it doesn't look like he's trying to put anything in particular together.
Shane taking his time in the box. You only get 15 seconds up there, and he's using every single one of them.
Once again, Shane not planted in center court, moving. Jack did not hit a great shot there, but Shane was so off balance that he was unable to redirect and get to the ball.
9-2.
Jack is not going to be happy with that. That's not a good call.
Yeah, and Shane knows he got away with one there.
9-2.
He won't say anything, I don't think, to the ref on that one.
Jack Huczek sticking with the lob serve to the forehand of Shane. Quick hands by Jack Huczek. Finds himself in another game point situation. If he wins this, he'll be up 2-0. 10 serving 2 in game 2. And there it is. Jack Huczek off to a quick 2-0 lead in this quarterfinal match against Shane Vanderson. We'll be right back on the Tennis Channel. And we're back here. Aaron Katz, I mean, Jack Huczek just controlling this match now at this point.
Yeah, Jack played very well that second game. Shane really looked like he lost some energy. And we talked about, as the match goes on, if Shane didn't get off to a good start and didn't win one of the first 2 games, that history starts working against you mentally. And down 2-0 to Jack, it would really take, boy, that's just a terrible call.
No, it isn't good. That is not good.
That is a terrible call. It was not even close. I don't even think it reached the line.
You know, we spoke about this in previous weeks on the Tennis Channel in these matches about the officiating. And, you know, you feel strongly, as do I, about line judges.
I don't know. And every year I use up my vocal cords talking to you about it, Sean. I just don't understand. It seems so simple and seems like such an easy change to implement.
0-7-2.
Jack sarcastically looks back at Jason as that one was definitely short.
Yeah, and that was a 2-point mistake. Instead of Jack serving at 0-0, now he's serving at 0-2. And in an 11-point game, those types of mistakes by the referee are impactful.
2-7-0.
Let's see if Shane can get something going here.
And that's out of the court.
That's kind of a lucky break for Jack there. That was going to fall short and be a very offensive opportunity. And there's an awful lot of things about playing at this level that requires tremendous mental toughness and mental discipline. But what we're talking about here, Sean, with the bad calls by the referees, how to handle that as a player is critical, and having the mental toughness to be able to block it out even when you know you've gotten a bad call is very important at this level. That's an incredible shot where Shane hit that serve right where he wanted it. Not only did Jack step over and get it, but he flicked a cross-court kill shot.
So Jack yet to get on the board here. 0 serves 2. Has a 2-0 lead in the series.
Set up for Shane. Great shot. Good shot.
2-7-0.
You know, when Shane is set up, he has an uncanny ability, just looking very, very smooth. His strokes are just kind of relaxed, and he just hits a great shot.
He has all of the physical ability. Pulling it all together is Shane's challenge, and there's a rare skip for Jack, giving Shane a 3-0 lead. And Shane is still very much in this match. He really hasn't worked his way to where he's played well for a sustained period of time. There's a setup off the back wall. That's not a good shot.
Wow. 4-0 lead, Shane Vanderson here in game 3.
Yeah, and this is the best run Shane's had all match. But even with this run at 4-0, Sean, I haven't seen necessarily more of a game plan. He's hit a couple of shots and Jack's missed a couple of shots. There's a short serve.
0-7-4.
Jack sticking with the lob serve to Shane's forehand. He doesn't want any part of that backhand of Shane Vanderson.
Good get there by Jack. Set up for Shane.
Hold it. That's a 7.
I think that's a good call.
I do too.
Jack missed his shot. It caught the side wall, was coming back into the center.
4 serving 0.
Jack didn't clear, took away what would have been an easy forehand setup for Shane. And just to clarify for the folks at home that might not be avid players, an avoidable hinder is a hinder that takes away an offensive opportunity, and it's a point in favor of the player who is hindered. And just to go a little bit further, a hinder is essentially a block.
0.
And a no-fault hinder would be where an opponent is blocked or encumbered from getting to the ball or taking their swing where there wasn't an offensive opportunity. That would be a no-fault hinder, and it is a play over. When the hinder takes away an offensive opportunity, the hinder results in a side out or a point for the player who was hindered. Clear?
Yeah, no, I mean, how could I not be clear after that sentence? No, that was perfect. Great serve. No, it was short. You know, the thing that makes an avoidable hinder very, very tough is it's a judgment call.
Yeah, and you hate to give away. These guys work so hard for every point. You hate to give away a free point.
The Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championships is brought to you by Choice Hotels International, family of hotel brands with over 5,000 locations and 8 different brands worldwide, offering every type of accommodation in every price range. We meet all your travel needs. For reservations, visit us at choicehotels.com today. Choice Hotels, we'll see you there. And by Wilson Art Flooring. If it's tough enough for pro racquetball, it's tough enough for your home. Enjoy the beauty and durability of Wilson Art Flooring, available at fine floor covering centers everywhere. Nikon, the world leader in digital imaging, precision optics, and photo imaging technology. Visit NikonUSA.com for a complete listing of all of our state-of-the-art products. Nikon, at the heart of the image. Also, Nuveen Investments, dedicated to helping you reach your goals in life. Ask your financial advisor today how Nuveen's growing range of equity and fixed income products can help you support your long-term plans.
Good shot, 7. 4 serving 0.
Shane's hit an awful lot of those shots this match. Jack still not on the board, down 4-0.
Shane switching up the he here, going with the lob serve to Jack.
There's that backhand down the line. Good get. Set up off the...
Hold it.
Replay the rally. Now that's just the standard hinder, where you interference there.
Yep, good call. That's the no-fault hinder that we talked about earlier.
Is that another point there, Aaron?
Yep, Jack is definitely struggling now with Shane's power. And Shane's opened up by far his biggest lead of the match at 5-0.
Wow, 6-0.
And that's a good serve.
6.
Mixed it up. Jack really forced that backhand. Jack looks a little out of sorts now. He's forcing some shots. He's made a few more errors. If he wants to get back in this game, I think he can use a timeout.
0-6.
Nice pinch there in the left corner by Jack Huczek. Gets the serve back.
And Jack is definitely not going to let this game slip away without trying to change it up, work his way back into it. He understands how critical momentum is, and even if he didn't come all the way back to win the game, he wants to make sure he at least changes momentum. Great play. Now Shane is actually starting to put together some points where it looks like he's thinking through. He's moving the ball left to right, getting Jack off balance and following up with a pinch shot or a kill shot up front. A little more thoughtful about his approach towards shot selection.
Working in his favor now with a 6-0. 7-0 now. When does Jack take a timeout?
Oh, I thought he should have taken one at 5. I think he needs to take one now because he wants to get off the court, get Shane thinking a little bit. Right now, Shane is free swinging a little more than Jack wants him to be.
Shane goes back to the heater. I mean, it's not a great serve. It's coming off the back wall. It's either short or it's coming off the back wall. It's not what Shane is used to with his great serves. Now this is where we talked about. I don't know if he knows how to switch it up and hit another serve that would be effective against Jack.
Oh, particularly on this court. This court is a little bit slower than the courts they're accustomed to playing on.
That's tough. That is tough, Aaron Katz.
That's an unbelievable shot. That certainly falls into the not for you to try at home category. I think it's the right call.
I do too. I mean,
once again, Jack is, understandably angry, but Jack missed his shot and then crowded Shane a little bit.
All right, Jack's a little upset here, 8-0. We'll be right back for more of this Game 3 of the men's pro quarterfinal match.
Shot selection is one of the most critical parts of the game. As you can see, when Jason is behind his opponent, as you would be if you were behind your opponent, if the ball's in his hitting zone, he's going to hit a passing shot, or if it's out of his hitting zone, he's going to hit a ceiling ball, which draws me out of the middle. If you are in front of your opponent, as Jason is in front of me, that's the time when you pinch or you kill, which keeps the ball in front of the court and moves me forward.
And we're back here, 8-0 in Game 3. Good timeout by Jack Huczek, but
great timeout. Gets the serve back, still down 8-0. But we've talked about this, Sean, throughout the whole series. Jack understands that even if he doesn't come back all the way from 8-0, even if he gets to 3, 4, maybe 5, changes the momentum, gets Shane thinking a little bit, puts him into the 4th game if he loses this game in way better position than if he went down 11-0 or 11-1 with Shane still free swinging and very, very confident.
Time's in. 0-7-8.
And you see Jack still working very hard every point, concentrating, understands that each of these points are important and can turn the momentum around.
Wow. Relaxed swing. Shane Vanderson with an easy splat.
Shane's definitely in his rhythm right now, and Jack's not putting any pressure on him to break it.
Wow. Beautiful.
Boy, he has splat rolled more forehands this match than I've seen in a long time. Once again, the splat is where you hit the ball deep on the side wall, and because you hit it deep on the side wall, it picks up spin and dies at the front wall.
Great serve. Wow. I'm actually shocked that Jack missed that. It looked like he dove and he was there. I don't understand how he missed it. It's weird. But unbelievable stuff here. Game 3, Shane Vanderson with a 10-0 lead. Looks like he's got an opportunity to give Jack Huczek a donut and at least put a little pressure on Jack Huczek, finally. Oh, wow, Jack's not trying to let it happen.
At this point, not only are you battling for a little bit of momentum shift, you're battling for pride. Nobody likes to take a donut, particularly on national television.
Absolutely not. I certainly don't want to do it. Here it is, 0-10. Oh, the crowd is bummed.
Once again, look at Jack. Jack's not engaging with the crowd.
Shane's got a smile on his face.
It's a good power pass Shane just hit.
The crowd now clearly biased for Shane Vanderson at this
the,
point.
the crowd wants to see more racquetball. They paid for their tickets and they want to spend the night here.
Great get.
And Jack just hanging in there, plugging away. Once again, I don't think at this point he's thinking 1 point at a time, shift momentum, get back in my rhythm, get Shane a little off balance, anything that can help him going into the fourth game.
Jack with a point on the board here. 1 serves 10. Skip ball. That's just uncharacteristic.
Yeah, Jack skipping.
Huczek.
You know, his forehand is weaker than his backhand, as we've talked before, Sean, but usually he leaves it up. There's a great down the line that caught the side wall for a winner.
Jack taking his time up there. Trying to think of something to put a few points on the board here and lead him into game 4. Another point for Jack Huczek.
Once again, you just see Jack, how disciplined he is about his approach towards the game. His body language, his focus, the time he's taking in between points doesn't look any different at 2-10 or 9-1.
Wow.
That's a great shot.
Such upper body strength to just whip the racket around and hit that from above the shoulders.
Incredible shot. And once again, here at 10-3, probably not a threat yet to get back in the game to try and win it, but he's already taken some steps to shift the momentum around, maybe get inside Shane's head a little bit. Good get there by Shane.
Was a good get, but Jack had to take a shot to the head there.
3, so
As we talked a little bit about in the intro, Sean, Jack is one of the fittest and mentally toughest players on tour. Got jammed there. Jack asking for a hinder. He thought he was either screened or encumbered from diving for that ball. I think the referee, Jason Thorner, made a good call. I thought Jack had a clear dive to the left to get that ball.
time 10, serving 3.
Another opportunity for Shane Vanderson to take game 3. He's going to choose to go with the heater. And comes up short. He's hit 4 or 5 of these short serves. I don't understand it. I mean, Shane Vanderson, why go for the heat when you can kind of put the ball in play and see if you can win with the rally?
Well, that's his game, Sean.
Yeah, I'm with you. But he's hit 4 or 5 short serves, Aaron. I went from 3 or 4 short serves, but it's really been about four short serves.
Now, once again, when you feel that your game is drive and shoot, a lot of power, drive serves, you got to stick with it even when things aren't going well. What he needs to learn to do.
Wow! From his knees, Shane Vanderson takes game 3.
It's an incredible shot.
This had all the makings of a blowout, but Shane Vanderson is not having it and takes game 3. When we get back, game 4, as Jack Huczek has a 2-1 lead in this quarterfinal match. We'll be right back on the Tennis Channel. We're back here. Turned into an exciting one, Aaron. Shane tried to make it interesting. Wasn't going to get blown out 3-0. So.
Now, great turnaround by Shane. Let's see how he starts off this game. I think the beginning of this game will be critical.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And, you know, with Shane's firepower, he's not getting tired. Well, Jack's not going to either. I mean, both of these, their fitness level,
that was a questionable shot Shane just hit.
Yeah.
Jack mixed up the serve a little bit, went to a lob Z to the forehand. Shane looked like he had it lined up to go for the splat he's hit so many times, and for some reason,
yeah, I don't know how questionable it was. I think it was just no question, not a good shot.
yeah, poor shot selection. And here Jack is off to a 2-0 lead. Well, that having to do a whole lot. You know, Shane deviated. He was using that side wall, that right side wall, so well with his forehand. I'm not sure what prompted him to go into the left corner like that. Here's that same serve again. Got a lucky crack there. Set up off the back wall. Good get.
Wow, great backhand.
Boy, he does hit a lot of spectacular shots. He misses and makes a fair bit of errors, but I don't think there's anybody on tour that hits more spectacular shots than Shane.
It's a bold statement, but I mean, may not be too far from the truth there. He has hit some spectacular shots just this match. It's a good get.
Great get. Great flick again. Great get again. Look how hard Jack's making him work here just to win a point.
Yeah, he missed that backhand.
Jack, who works very, very hard on his footwork and his fitness, has just such great footwork. That rally you can see, diving, getting up, coming back to center court, getting in position for the next shot, always on balance even when he's diving.
Not really any spectacular shots in that rally at all.
Kind of a sloppy rally. We'll see if Jack can turn things around here and get the serve back. Off to a 2-0 lead, but Shane is still very, very much in this game and in this match. Great serve there by Shane. Good CO ball. Set.
Wow. Dove and shot it.
Yeah, once
Just
again,
missed.
I did not like that shot selection for Shane. I thought he unnecessarily took the ball high, went for a reverse pinch, and Jack really should have covered that.
Jack Huczek up 2-1 in game 4 and leads the series 2-1. Good serve. Kind of got a lucky little bounce there, but
Yeah.
still a good angle.
Well, one of the big benefits, and we talked earlier about Shane learning how to use his power a little bit better. One of the big benefits of power is you do create your own luck with power. You get more cracks, get your opponent off balance. Good shot. And Shane has an abundance of power. He's able to rip the ball with a very compact, very, very fundamentally sound stroke. Good get.
2 serving 3.
2 serving 3.
Quick run there for Shane. He was stuck at 0, was down 2-0, and then out of nowhere, scored 3 straight points.
Jack sticking with this serve.
Good shot, 3 serving 2.
Shane gets the serve back. 2 serving 3.
Good shot,
It's a good shot.
2 serving 3.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
Very tough.
Tight forehand pinch there.
3 serving 3.
Jack did not like the call, but I thought it was a good call. I thought the ball cracked off.
I did too.
The side wall. Good shot there by Jack. Once again, Shane, very much in this match, very much in this game. Jack has not had a run or taken control since that second game at all.
Switches the serve up. That's the first time I've seen that, and look at that.
Good mix-up. Good presence of mind. Jack recognized he wasn't getting much off his serve, and that's really Jack's probably biggest weakness. He does not have a serve that's a big weapon, and even his lob game is very dependent on his opponent making an error.
Five serving three now. Jack gets on a run. It's very, very tough to come back against a player like him.
Boy, that was not a well-played ball by Shane. He should have backed off, waited for that ball to come off the side wall. He got that way too early.
Yeah, that's a big miss. Now 6-3. Serve to the back end. I mean, now Jack's got the confidence to attack Shane's backhand, which definitely was against his game plan.
Well,
and now he's definitely taking control.
You know, you hit on it earlier. He really opened up, changed the whole tempo of this game by mixing up that serve to the backhand. Really opened up a lot of opportunities for him. And that's a great lesson for people watching at home. The serve is really what changes momentum one way or another. If you're not going well and you're going to the service box and it seems like you're not scoring any points and you're just going side out serve, sometimes taking your time, mixing up the serve, trying something new is what it takes to break that, as you referred to it earlier, as bad karma.
Time's in. 7-3.
Let's see if Jack, I'm curious what his serve will be now that he's kind of going to both sides. Oh, look at this. Just having his way with him.
Yeah, and this,
Probably a good call, I'm guessing.
yeah, it's a smart timeout by Shane.
When we get back, more of this quarterfinal match. It's 7-3, Jack Huczek.
8-3.
Welcome back to Memphis. We're in the quarterfinals. Jack Huczek serving to Shane Vanderson.
Hold it. 3 serving 8.
Scores 3 serving 8. Shane Vanderson.
A good timeout there, and Shane really needs to get something going now. The fat lady may not be singing, but she's certainly warming up her vocal cords. There's a lucky break. That's the right call. Jack is arguing this because he's frustrated that Shane got a lucky bounce, but that's the right call. That ball cracked out, and to the extent Jack could have gotten it, he had a clear shot to go over to the right wall. Well, it's a bad miss by Jack. I think it's the right shot. He went for that pinch. He just straightened up a little bit, didn't stay down over the ball and hit through it like he normally does.
Now Vanderson.
Great timeout.
I mean, really. Oh,
Good
wow.
get. Here's another setup.
Great get.
Oh, here's a setup.
Wow. Got it. Oh, man. Just good stuff. That rally could have been over how many shots ago? So well played. Incredible athleticism.
Unbelievable.
played each other many times in juniors. Look at that shot.
Boy, great shot. You know, Shane's showing a lot of maturity calling that timeout at 8-3, sided Jack out, and then came back to 5-8.
Missed that.
Good deep serve.
Telling you.
You sure Shane, you see Shane take a deep breath after that serve.
Much different stuff going on in your head when they start creeping in there and getting closer to your score, closer to tying it up. You know, Jack's the type of player when he gets a huge lead. I mean, the confidence is crazy now. 7-8.
Yeah, this
puts a lot of pressure on Jack.
This momentum has really shifted around. That was a terrible miss by Jack. It wasn't even close. Very unconfident looking swing. Now, if I was Jack, I think I'd recommend a timeout right now, and certainly if he doesn't side Shane out, I would take a timeout.
Lob serve to the backhand. Jack cuts it off.
Oh boy. I don't know I have no idea where that hinder came from. That was a perfect down the line. Jack, as he said, cleared to center court. I think Shane just kind of rooked the referee a little bit there by raising his hand. Once again, if you're a player and you want to hinder, you raise your hand.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's a tough one.
I think that might be a justice serve right there.
8-7, Jack Huczek. Been stuck on 8 here for a little bit. And Shane creeping his way back into this.
Set up off the back wall. Ooh.
Ooh. Wow.
Ooh. You know, that was a, I don't know, what do you think? I thought he had room to swing. Referee should have made him take that shot.
You know, yeah, I got to tell you, I think it's sort of automatic when someone's on the floor and they're in front of you. I mean, if you don't call that, that's automatic officiating, I think.
Yeah, at this level, I think you got to make him play that shot.
Consistency.
Now, Shane said consistency there. I'm assuming he meant he thinks he's been consistently bad because that was clearly 2 bounces.
Yeah. Still 8-7. Jack Huczek with the lob serve.
What's going on, buddy?
Both missing terrible. That was just a horrible exchange.
Yeah, now I will say Shane showed a little more maturity when he came up and hit that forehand overhead rather than going for that reverse pinch that he's gone for a couple of times. He had the presence of mind to hit a good cross court, which did get him an opportunity. He just didn't capitalize on it. Kind of a lucky break there for Jack. Caught that right ball crack. And very quickly, after a great comeback by Shane, Jack's sitting here at match point 10-7, thinking real hard about what serve to hit. Good lob Z to the forehand again.
For the match. Set up. And there it is, on a horrible skip by Shane Vanderson. That's it. Jack Huczek advances to the semifinals, taking out Shane Vanderson. There was the third in a series of 9 you'll be seeing on the Tennis Channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.